no one Ngleshie na Utuba. Ngleshie, Manchame Sotui, the Machomo Jeme Amete, at the Benny Watch, Nicodo Abu, Niji Enumo, a boat etene, one of Ngleshie na, Kra, the woman in Latane, where be an I get one fell better no two. Ni Bonafeni, Eya Magiano, Manse, Efe, Numofemo, Anale, Nana Noniano, Ngleshie, the women no short be again. Or you are one people go back on. Hey, Jamaican, you may make an amany bad and a conjugal. Ngleshie is like the moja for about Fenua and a conjugal. Because you are wow. No one after no way. Many onions say, Namaka what two, no appreciate the name. I'm in Togo, the Buffon, one of the Fay and Shomo, if an Agba air or can I get Nitashi one a man, Nitashi one a man, no often for money, for money, for money, for money, for money. Try no money, no.
Nibi komete te no ye, hey, strutty. Near Yahunto, a behin no. Eko tomotashi, made it better no way. I shall my shine, my shine, nibi spotty. The war, Ngleshie manye, eque, nibi ni ya no, Kamokoshi and shan, Bessani bo yenu, Kamoshi, Bonafe, Koni la, Boeka e aje oje, Bona no look back be. No, a penny faker beg with Nami. Koni, nibi ni bena. Ni na Ngleshie ni la mu ebehin me no ke hale e ja akeshi ele akeshi stu council ye ni le ko manchema sale that is traditional council ba she na ke registrar ni jo bra yo ni ba mo e beten e fe ni bi ko me ni kele ye le wo be sani nya ho jile eteshi ko ne chairman fe national security ke ni fe na babushi e ja ka fin ba wo sumo tuko wọ́n súnmọ́ hehe kò yẹ jẹ́ Ngleshie máa ń fa jọ ní nọ̀yà kẹ́sọ́lé máa bà Ngleshie ìjà kẹ́ mẹ́yẹ ní ayé ọ̀màǹtẹ̀ ayé tabẹ́ ní alẹ́ akẹ́kẹ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣíàní ẹ̀yà ṣíàní kẹ́jẹ̀ ṣíàní mọ́ níbàjẹ́ fẹ́fẹ́ yìí ní kojú abẹ́bí olúwọ̀ba nínàlẹ̀ ìjà kẹ́ almost 40 years èyí ẹ̀sìn ní ewọ́ ẹni ẹ̀tún ní nǹkan bàtà. Kemene ni Ngleshie ya na ke Ngleshie na le ntoton no ke numbe yo ye no be penye ke be we ane ko ni wo ke ni bi ko ma adumo hia ha ni ni ha ma je kuje pawo efe anale ake ni bi ko me ni ke wo pan e wo kenye ba bi ene e penya wa tu na fia ya na fia ba ni na wo ni wo ye gbo na lo te din ko aka fo te she no ya ke shole mo pope wo ba ke ba Ngleshie try ni o manye aba
just say shipi asafuache asafubi the press fraternity ke ovulai ke awulai wo fin wo henye umanye e wo dani majensie mo boni wo nyami na tetioko ke security is very paramount ejiageshi biane agbegbeme ni wo ke wo he no and it has become the bane of society in the Ghana settings ageshi aba pele manchema ni aba no na aba gbegbeme ni wotawo na gainoko yeah, we don't want such things in our society because we all know the prevalent, massacres and all kinds of brutalities being meted out, in the course of chieftaincy matters. And it has become a bane of society, especially in the Ghana traditional settings. So as we are going to celebrate the Omowo, we don't need the exemplary. We want to have our Omowo in peace because there are factions within us who are trying to create trouble and have gathered miscreants who on the least order contaminate your life easily like that. So I want the appropriate agencies, the police and the national security, to put their eyes on what is going on in the various chieftaincy settings. Especially we are talking about Ngleshie Alata. Here we are talking about ourselves. So we are imploring them all, to offer us any assistance and protection. So let me come to the salient of our issue now, which is the main address now. And it is a great pleasure that we welcome you here to this all-important press briefing to react to recent happenings involving chieftaincy in the Ngleshie Alata area, and also to comment on the Homo War celebration which take place on the 14th August 2021 in the Ngleshie Alata area and the entire Gamashin. On behalf of our colleagues and council members, I want to express again my sincere gratitude to you all for attending this press conference. We would like to take this opportunity whilst wishing all citizens of the Jamestown community, over 100 villages, a happy Omowo season, full of the blessings that it brings. May the season unite to develop our great paramountcy and make it worthy of its mention. We also would like to use this opportunity to bring to the attention of all Ghanaians and the government, including the security services, a few challenges that has happened, plagued us for a while, as I earlier said. First, being the selection and installment of a paramount chief to succeed the late Obrimpon Ne Kojo Abebio V. After the demise of our paramount chief Ne Kojo Abebio V, the road to fill that gap has been paved with some security challenges which threaten the peace of our land. A renegade group has emerged claiming unauthorized power and trying to usurp the powers of the paramountcy, whereby sending everything into disarray. Ngleshie Alata currently does not have a paramount chief at present or an acting president as paraded to the media. And we, as the traditional and stool council, as the legitimate authority, advise the media to treat with contempt and totally disregard any such claim by any person or parties. As and when the proper traditional and customary rites have been performed, the president of the stool council, together with all the elders, shall make a formal announcement to the same. On or about July 21st, 2021, there was a propaganda on GhanaVoiceOnline.com captioned, Ngleshie Alata Traditional Council elect new acting president. Acting presidents, by the statute of the law, are not elected by votes, but by the longest-serving member of the Traditional Council. This total disregard of our long-standing customary tradition was violated by renegades who have no standing within the appropriate powers that be, and the announcement must be treated with contempt. Chieftaincy is an honorable institution and must be respected by all who desire to ever occupy that honorable office. Read my lips. A registrar of a traditional council cannot decide for the stool council on matters affecting chieftaincy and land issues. On the 25th of July 2021, another article appears in GhanaVoiceOnline.com with the heading, Chiefs Kickback on Removal of Traditional Council Registrars in Accra, of which a petition was alluded to be written by chiefs and elders of Ngleshie Alata. It should be emphasized that we don't support the retention of the registrar, and we as members will resist that attempt. If she has been transferred to Pampram, she should go for the new registrar transferred to Ngleshie Alata to take over. It will be very interesting for those so-called chiefs to identify themselves and the positions any of them hold within the traditional and or stool council. Obviously, no chief duly installed and sworn under our oath will ever involve himself in such cowardly and illegal acts that threaten the security and peace we enjoy as a paramountcy. It has also come to our notice that a few of these renegades are sending out unauthorized notices on the upcoming Omowo celebration. Kindly ignore any such unwarranted, unsolicited, and unauthorized messages from these hooligans. plans are far advanced to adopt the new Jasiche in the person of Ni Kojo Ashamanfro III, aka Bishop Ni Aflan, Bishop Dr. Ni Aflan Saki, who has gone through all the necessary processes for him who has gone through all the necessary processes for him to be validated as such. We urge you to bear with us as we go through these painstaking processes so we do not disrupt the peace of the land. And with this, we ask for the help of the Ghana Police Service and all other security agencies to be on the alert. Henceforth, all official communication will be appropriately channeled to the public by the chairman of the Stool Council, the Queen Mother Na Afipon, and the Secretary of the Stool, Ni Akwebonsu, III. We invite the public and the press to confirm with both traditional and Stool Councils to verify any statements in the public domain. We hope this brings to rest any confusion about the installment of the paramount chief. Other issues bothering us include the land guards terrorizing and inflicting harm on people who have acquired lands in our paramountcy. We urge the police to cooperate with us and cite the recent Dansoma, where I am the chief custodian, overlord of the surrounding lands and divisional chief of Jamestown, Ngleshie, Alata. Recent cases rife with some trouble rousers and thieves parading as chiefs. We are excited about the new laws that will imprison anyone who poses or acts as a land guard, and we will extremely be delighted to see some arrests and prosecutions. As we celebrate Omowo, we should adhere to the safety protocols of the COVID-19, even though shaking of hands and hugging each other are relevant in this occasion. We should desist and prohibit these forms of greetings for the protection of our family health and also add our voices to the call for a peaceful, non-violent celebration. Okay. For emphasis, it has come to our notice that the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs has plans to adore an acting president of the Ngleshie Alata Traditional Council in the person of Ni Armaah Kwafio II on Thursday, the 12th day of August 2021 at Dodowa. If this is true, this event would be a travesty of justice. We refer to our letter titled Election of Acting President of the Ngleshie Alata Traditional Council, addressed to the Registrar of the Ngleshie Alata Traditional Council. In the said letter, we stated the legal position as to who becomes the acting president of the Traditional Council in the absence of the substantive president. For the avoidance of doubt, the Chieftaincy Act 759, 2008 states in section 15, subsection 3, that the chief next to the president in seniority on the council shall preside at the meeting. The mandatory word in this context is shall. This letter was copied to and delivered to the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, who promised to send a reply. Instead of a reply to our complaint, is this what the Regional House has planned to do? The said Ni Armaah Kwafio II is not the next in seniority on the council, and we shall resist this with all our might.
That's right.
We hereby state with no equivocation that acting presidents per the Statute Act 759, 2008 are not elected by voters, but the position is occupied by the longest serving member on the council by the operation of law. A copy of the letter supra is attached. Now to other issues. We would like to announce to the media that plans by the Jase from the 7 quarters of Ngleshie Alata traditional area are far advanced for the installment of the Jase for the area. The installment of the Jase would pave the way for the nomination, selection, election, and installation of paramount chief for the area. To this end, We are calling on the police to come to our aid and assist us to perform this ceremony peacefully when we are ready to do so. The Homowo period is also with us. We urge all to celebrate this traditional festival that takes place yearly in a spirit of brotherly love and neighborliness. To those who have in abundance, let's share what we have with those who do not have. We, however, wish to state that the celebrants should not forget that we are engulfed by COVID-19 with the Delta strain already causing havoc. We therefore need to abide by all the safety protocols of hand washing under running water, the wearing of face masks, the use of hand sanitizer, and the observance of social distancing. Although we want to enjoy Homowo, we should be alive after Homowo. It should not be a super spreader event. We once again call upon the security agencies, especially the police, to ensure that the people of Ngleshie, Alata, and indeed Ngleshie enjoy Homowo in peace. We thank you for your attention.